Every XRP coin costs $20. Why is that? Yes, Levi. Tell me how much money Ripple gives you daily for displaying XRP. The answer is no. You can stop bothering me about XRP because I've brought it up since it was 48 cents. Excuse me, but I have some crucial business to discuss with you all today. As we saw in November, one of them is my prediction that XRP will once again outperform Bitcoin in terms of market capitalization. Be sure to check back later. Keep in mind that I am not offering you any kind of financial guidance. For the sake of education and entertainment, I am merely imparting my market opinion to you. That being said, allow me to elucidate the current situation, the reasons for my belief that XRP will surpass Bitcoin, and the anticipated developments in these markets in light of the information at our disposal. The yield spread between U.S. 5-year and 30-year bonds has reached 1% for the very first time. Can you explain this to me? What this means for the market is that they anticipate higher inflation, quicker growth, and interest rates that remain high for a longer period of time. Some were under the impression that the Federal Reserve will slash interest rates 5 times this year. At present, it merely reduces rates twice as frequently. The difference between 2 cuts and 5 cuts is obvious. Because there will be less money printing, trillions of dollars won't be able to pour into the stock market, cryptocurrency, or real estate as quickly. Reason being, market liquidity will be lower. More individuals will be interested in using Bitcoin because there are still some fascinating things happening, such as greater growth and higher prices. The price of a Bitcoin has soared past 110,000 and even exceeded 111,000 due to these factors. As a result of people's desire to hedge against inflation and preserve the purchasing power of their coins, it remains above that level. You can't go wrong with Bitcoin or gold as investments, but XRP and ResortEUs, you can find alternative coins that are just as excellent. Bitcoin values rise, peak at impressive levels, and then gradually decline. You're going to gain some insight into the inner workings of that market and cryptocurrency today. With that out of the way, Trump may be seeking a downturn in the economy. If the economy were to worsen, why would anyone want that? There are several reasons why the government would want to say no. To start with, it will assist them in lowering rates. The second effect is a decline in treasury rates. Thirdly, tariffs will lead to a smaller trade deficit. As a fourth benefit, it will make it possible for the federal government to implement his desired interest rate reductions. At last, it'll trigger the Tory. If these things materialize, and let's be honest, they will, Trump will get nearly everything he wants right now, and people will reinvest in dangerous items. Yes, the trickle-down economics of cryptocurrency will be a boon in the event of a recession, but I still recommend gold and Bitcoin as investment options. Still, I believe it would be wise for us to see Bitcoin at this very moment. Get down and dirty with it. Many people are skeptical. The timing of interest rate cuts by the government due to tax cuts is uncertain. Our current state of affairs makes it impossible for us to predict the future of the U.S. economy. Truthfully, we have no idea. The sentiment, "it's all right, I'll keep my paper dollars," reflects people's attempts to hedge their chances. I am content to have U.S. dollars because we know Trump wants to undermine them. He informed everyone. If that doesn't work, I can always relocate them to a place where I'm confident Trump won't intentionally undermine them. An excellent example would be XRP, gold, and Bitcoin. For what reason do I believe this gold rally? This pattern bodes favorably for XRP. I know I've brought this up frequently, but I haven't provided a comprehensive report. Additionally, I'd want to recollect the November price movement of XRP. The price of XRP ranged from 40 cents to 50 cents in November. The price soared the following month in just 30 days, reaching over $3 per coin. My next stop will be November, when I will examine the same time frame. Right after this, Bitcoin had a significant movement which coincided with the rise of XRP. With a value of only $0.01 in October 2023, Bitcoin was obviously quite inexpensive. Starting at $26,000 per coin, the price skyrocketed, eventually reaching $70,000 per coin by 2024. Has any of this growth been seen by XRP? No, it failed to notice it entirely. Returning to XRP, we observe that with a few exceptions, it remained largely unchanged during that period. From 40 to 50 cents a coin, the price remained relatively constant. It surged 18% for a few days due to favorable SEC rulings, but then it would always fall back to 48 cents before trading at 50. Even though Bitcoin had been selling at such high prices, XRP didn't take off until the year's close. $60,000. The funds were held for approximately 6 months before they were withdrawn. XRP and Bitcoin. The November price spikes of Solana and other alternative cryptocurrencies occurred simultaneously. There are typically two major price increases throughout cryptocurrency bullrun seasons, one early on and one midway through the season. The events that transpired between November and January can be summarized as follows. The price rose, remained elevated for some time, and then fell by approximately 50%. At 335 we peaked, and then we fell half a point. At 165, which is significantly lower, we touched bottom, and were prepared to go off again. Bitcoin appears to have reached a new all-time high, and eventually those who are making money with Bitcoin will want to know where to put it. After this, what should one do? Take a look at the top cryptocurrencies. These will be the ones that have undergone the most transformation and have the most captivating backstories. I have a lot of evidence that supports my belief that this is something whales do frequently. The whales are preparing to accomplish this, as I mentioned before, and I will shortly demonstrate it to you. With that being stated, I just wanted to give a short reminder that my crypto trading group is a great place to learn the ropes and make some serious dough. When you sign up for my free account, you'll have access to all of my trades, buys and sells, complete with my trade history and open positions. The reason behind this is that in the past 60 days, my trades have generated a profit of almost 260%. Go to Crypto Crusaders by clicking the link below. Now we may go on to other topics like whales. CZ's comment about feeling sorry for Bitcoin sellers is also funny, costing $77 a piece. Allow me to share a tale with you. At $77 per coin, Bitcoin was supposedly at its peak according to some. It's done. Events will come to a close. The price of XRP will remain at $48.50 USD if you purchase it today. For 2 years I made videos constantly while I was here. The price of